Hi, I'm Daryl Forte, owner of Everlast Software. Today I'm going to be discussing how to browse the internet more securely. We're going to be specifically using a web browser called Tor, T-O-R. And what it does is use a special network called the Tor network over the internet. So all your traffic to any website you go to will be routed through this network. The network has all kinds of proxies all over the world, Europe, United States, all kinds of different countries. And so what it does is try to make you anonymous so that when you go to visit a web page, let's say Microsoft or Google, the receiver or the web server won't know where the request came from. It's similar to when someone calls from a payphone and you don't know who that is because you can't uniquely identify them. It's kind of the same concept. Now, all your traffic going through the Tor network is encrypted. However, once it leaves the Tor network to actually hit the real web server and go over the internet, it is no longer encrypted. So don't think that all your traffic's magically protected using this. Now, if you're visiting a website that's HTTPS or encrypted by itself, then yes, you are still encrypted just like before. But what I'm going to do is just bring up search engine. The one I recommend is DuckDuckGo.com. It's secured and they do not track you like Google or Bing or anyone else. So let's just type in a search term here. It's much slower than other browsers because remember it's routing all your traffic through these proxies through the Tor network. But it's a trade-off, you know. Anytime you want more security and you don't want to be tracked, you're going to have some kind of performance loss. So as you can see, it's not too bad. This is my website here. Nothing will be cached in the web browser, so it's basically always like in incognito mode, which I talked about in one of my previous videos. So that's good, and Google or whatever other website you go to won't be able to do targeted ads at you because they won't know your IP address that you're coming from. So if you ever want to use a web browser and try to not be tracked as much, Tor is definitely the one to use. Now, it may not work with all websites. Some websites get kind of flaky. Sometimes Google has a cow when you're trying to use Tor because of where the IP address is. If you look up here, you'll notice it looks like maybe that's Russian text. So I'm probably going through a Russian proxy server right now. You can tell Tor to get a different identity or new circuit, and that'll change where you're coming from. So as you can see here, yeah, it shows Canada, Russia, France. Those are the circuits that's being used. So Google detects that the request came from probably Russia. So sometimes it won't like what you're doing and it'll say, oh, you don't appear to be a human. You need to check a box to say you're not a robot and authenticate. But sometimes it works fine. So it's hit or miss. That's why I recommend using DuckDuckGo. Use that anyway through your other browsers because they don't track you like Google does. So I'll just show you one more thing here. We'll just go to Microsoft, for example. And as you can see, there's a little delay as it comes up. And here's a warning that the Tor browser said that the site was trying to extract HTML5 canvas image data, which may be used to uniquely identify your computer. So it has all kinds of built-in things that'll detect when a website is trying to more uniquely identify you. And you can tell it to no, don't allow the website to extract that information, and it still works fine. So I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope it gives you a better way to browse the internet securely, and I'll see you next time.